So this is the game I played this morning. Standard opening by me.
Your building
He goes Farseer,
Our
he
warriors
goes
have
Shop,
created more needs.
he just creeps, which is fine by me because I prefer that over than denying my level 2 here. I think I actually got to this camp a little bit sooner than normal. So I might have actually been able to get the small turtles regardless, I'm not sure. It's creeping. He goes for a small camp. I go for... Oh yeah, I entangled this, but... This creeping's bad by me. The creeping would be fine if I had been making an early well like normal as well as archers, but I went into huntresses right away, and so this camp ended up taking way too long. Because normally you'd have like 2 extra archers, you can kill the purge creep fairly quickly and then have the treants still do some stuff. This time the treants didn't really do anything except tank a little. He creeps a lot of small camp. He went for the orange and then 3 green camps, but it does actually get level 3, so I guess it's okay-ish. And he hits his timing of tier 2. If he had wanted, he could have pulled this to here and then crept it with his tavern hero. But he decided to just, he's like, oh, I'm tier 2, let's just push it instead.
Sacred grove is being desecrated.
Which is surprisingly okay against me right now because I kinda crept poorly. But I do have huntresses, so it's not gonna like work well. And you can't really get much done because I blocked the base. So this was fine for me. And then I get some entangles and it's basically over. Because I was already level 3 and his army was too small.
Your building is complete.
I mean, he lost like...
I stand ready.
I think I might have lost an archer, but he lost like 3 grunts. And then his other grunt is 169 health. I thought he was going to creep this, but maybe because he got scouted, he decided to do something different.
Your building
Looks like he kind of screwed up this and also got scared from the detonate. This fight is not that great for me, but probably should still be okay-ish if I had like micro properly. My huntress has got pretty weak pretty fast though. Honestly, I could have stayed and fought that, but I would have lost more than I would have liked. Then he decides to tower push, which could have actually been okay if he had not lost his grunts earlier.
research finished. Our sacred grove.
And the main reason it could be okay is because I produced a bit slow, and then he killed my Ancient of War. Like, I got this expansion, but yeah, I should have already like broke upkeep. And now I just never am able to use up this gold because I lost one of my AOWs. I mean, I'm still much stronger than him, but if he had had those 3 grunts from earlier, I mean, I would have had like 200 more mana as well, but still, 3 grunts would have helped him a lot here. Instead, he's just too far behind. But he's still you know, kind of made a fight of it. The Kodos are surprisingly annoying, even though I have archers, which kill them pretty fast. And the reason they're annoying is it's because it's a little hard to focus them when there's all the grunts up front. See, now that the grunts are gone, it's like, whatever. This stuff dies pretty quickly and doesn't do any damage. But before then, it's like... I really want to entangle grunts rather than Kodos, but... Yeah, just didn't have anything left. So that game was fairly straightforward. Maybe a little bit of macro mistakes by me, and then from him he lost too many grunts at one point, which kind of just cost him the game. Game 2. So I'm still not sure if this is the right play against Orc. Like, it's probably the right play if they don't harass, but if they do harass, I think they can make it here. Sometimes without a speed scroll and, like, probably for sure with a speed scroll. And my Wisp technically did see him, but I honestly wasn't paying attention because I was looking at this creep camp too much. So yeah, if his blade could have been like right here right now. Means when he travels there, he could probably...
Your building is complete.
I mean, I think he would have only been like here somewhere. But that's because I crept this camp basically perfectly. I got the trapper to pull forward when he ensnared. I moved one of my wisps forward to like here, and then when I saw the trapper start to move forward to ensnare it, I pulled the wisp back to like here. So when the ensnare went off, the trapper was right up front like this. And that helps a lot when your Ancient of War doesn't have to travel over to it. So yeah, I think if they don't go speed scroll and I do the creep good, that they don't actually make it in time, because I'm pretty sure he would only be like here, which doesn't leave much leeway. And you know, maybe even with a speed scroll, if you do this perfectly, they might still not be able to make it, because I don't know if a speed scroll really adds that much distance, because that's a lot of distance.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
And I had damage rolls nicely with my Ancient of War hitting them down to like, you know, a sliver of health, so I can finish them off with like one hit of each of these rather than like multiple hits of each of these type of thing. So it just really went well there. And then here, maybe I took a little too much damage. Here I'm just kind of trying to limit his damage and deal more. But then I heard a grunt in my base, and I'm like, oh, that sounds like free entangle fodder. A little mistake here, it didn't actually eat a tree. I'm fairly certain I clicked to eat a tree and then root, but maybe it didn't save my shift click. Either way, it ended up not really mattering, and I had 2 wisps here to repair if he tried to do something.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I did grab this wisp, but I didn't detto in time, sadly. But here, I get a nice grunt pick off. I was debating whether I was even right to heal this archer, because I knew he might focus my keeper after. But, I mean, I got a grunt kill.
Your building is
Got multiple archers, my tech starting.
Our warriors have engaged the
My
enemy.
tech Sardine. Did I actually wait? Oh yeah, I think I'd start my tech like in 2 seconds or something. Here? Here?
I stand.
It's definitely a little late, like 10, 15 seconds late, but whatever. And then here was really nice. I knew he didn't have Windwalk or any items. The grunt was a little sketchy. He actually kind of turned back and did damage to me. And that was awkward. And honestly, I wasn't positive about this. I knew I was fairly certain the grunt wouldn't kill me. I'm pretty sure I only had like 2 health though. But yeah, I get the blade with like one of the last attacks. I might have been able to get like 2 more archer attacks, so it was really close. I probably shouldn't have kept this like I did. It would have been better just to bring my archers to here and then pull the camp up to here while waiting for my keeper. Especially because I already drained my moonwells and I hadn't made the new moonwells because I was too busy entangling. And just overall some macro problems by me, but the macro problems were a result of me essentially winning the early game by a lot because I got a grunt kill and I got a blade master kill. So, you know, winning the early game by a lot at the cost of a little bit of macro mistake is generally okay. Like I'm almost level 3 off
I stand ready.
just 2 camps because of those extra kills. Maybe I should have just crept this and got level 3 and then hit with Entangle. I decided to go for this because I had Wand of Illusion and I felt like I could comfortably creep it, I guess. I wanted to like open up expansion possibilities. Okay, so he's going Grunt Shaman. And yeah, and tier 2, I decided to go tier 3 right away because I felt strong with my early game.
Ready to brew.
I stand ready.
I believe I make a mistake by not making a Hunter's Hall midway through tier 3
Our
tech.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
I'm pretty sure I didn't start it until like tier 3 tech was done, which is really bad. But yeah, now I got like everything healed. I got full mana keeper with pendant. Got my alchemist. Now I can kind of contest the middle of the map. And there theoretically shouldn't be much you can do about it because of how good my early game was.
Research finished.
And then here I kind of just I feel like he was in range there, but night vision's actually so small, so I don't know. I didn't notice him until like right here. Like I did notice him at one point, but I feel like he maybe showed up earlier and I just didn't see. So maybe poorly by me. Waking up the creeps wasn't a big deal because it was just an illusion there, but it does mean I lose an illusion. Staff coming in clutch. One grunt does get away with like 1 health, but I do get the other grunt. He could have dusted that archer if he wanted. I think he should have because he had plenty of mana. Here I actually just wanted to burn the purge from his shaman. Mostly because I had so much mana. And I felt that I was going to take a fight reasonably soon anyways. So here's a mistake by me. This map is horrible for treant spawns. I've done it plenty of times where like you summon treants here, or like you know, behind these and stuff, or here, or like here, or here, and the treants get stuck, or only one of them can hit, or you know, whatever. And it's like such a joke. So why is this barricade a thing? This was kind of awkward. If those treants were attacking, maybe I could have even killed it fast enough. I don't know. I mean, I definitely could have since I was an illusion, I guess. Little miss rally point on the archer, but I actually saved it with 1 health with a staff. Kind of lucky. And yeah, now I notice the hunter's hall hadn't gone up. I mean, I can still make archers plus a priestess, which is okay. A lot of like small mistakes by me, but because of how good my early game was, it ended up in my favor still.
Our
And
warriors have engaged
Warriors
the
of the
I mean,
night.
that's really kind of just the game. You know, I have Tri-Hero now. I have Marksmanship about to start researching.
I stand
I
ready.
have no damage upgrade yet, sadly, because my Hunter's Hall was so late. But I got like Orb, Double Staff, Heal Scroll, 50 food, and he's also 50 food, surprisingly. Maybe if he had like a heal scroll plus an armor upgrade, this could be kind of scary. Although his shadow is only level 2, so... Plus there's no serpent words, just a heal wave in Hex. Here I really wanted to get the shop. Honestly, maybe it's better to get a shop than the burrow at the start. Now I'm kind of just content with the alchemist tanking. I have a second staff. Oh, I guess he A-clicked at some point, and his grunts chased the creep camp. I was wondering why these grunts were so late. If they were there earlier, I might have actually had to just TP quite a bit sooner. Yeah, I definitely would have had to TP if these 4 grunts were there the whole time. I mean, I guess that's one of the benefits of hitting when the opponent's not prepared, right? Yeah, I probably would have had to TP once it started getting sketchy, and then I just get a second Orb of Venom, heal up again, and then probably finish the game on the next fight. Probably expand or something.
My life for the Horde. Storm, earth, and fire. Heed my call.
That was kind of just the game. Not my finest performance, but it got the win. Okay. So this game, I wasn't sure if he'd try that. He did not.
Your building.
A big thing I missed was the first Wisp Detto.
I stand ready.
I scouted
warriors
like
have engaged
15 seconds late or something.
I must safeguard the land.
I was supposed to bring this over right now, but I got too distracted from my own creeping. Because I only just now summoned treants. But after I summoned treants, I should have clicked to eat a tree and then put it on the berserker. And then I look over here, bring the wisp over. And I probably could have got that. Actually, it already died to the creeps. Yeah, I was just way too late. I guess that's why you typically summon treants right away. I summoned them after the trapper died because I didn't want them to get ensnared. But
Your building
I think it
is
was worse because of my wisp not being there. And then I probably should have brought my wisp over here at least. Especially because he's creeping this without militia. Which means I could have had damage going on his footmen. So he would have taken an extra 150 damage across his 2 footmen or something. So like 75 damage each.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
And then this was good, but I think I should have ignored this footman. I was like, oh, free footman, I should probably take it, right? But really, what I should have done is run straight over. Also, I should have used my moon wells. I don't know why I didn't. Because right now I could have had like full mana. I could have even just put an entangle on this and then ran by anyways, type of thing.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Probably better to just run by it in the first place, have full mana. And then I could kind of contest that.
I stand ready.
And start summoning treants. And then I would use my archer keeper to kill this. I would have had treants right away to kill this. Double Detto that. I had some miss micros here.
Our warriors have
One of my
engaged
treants was
the
like
enemy.
half dead before anything even happened.
I stand ready.
And honestly, I think when I saw this expansion, I put up the Hunter's Hall, but I should have put up a second Ancient of War.
Our warriors
stand
have
ready.
engaged the
And just had a lot of
enemy.
tier 2 stuff, I think. And then I wanted a Wonders here, but he ended up kind of pushing out quite a bit with his footman, so I never ended up getting it. I mean, I finally get it now, but I didn't end up getting it earlier. Like, this was good.
Goddess, life,
But I should have been in a better position already by reaching his expansion sooner. I didn't make enough use of my moon wells, essentially. I could have like Staff of Teleportation my keeper over or something. Used all my wells up and come back after having done a bunch of treant damage and so on. But instead I have like, 500 Moonwell stuff not used that I could have used before this fight by taking damage in the previous exchange and getting more damage dealt. So I essentially didn't do enough the first time I was here. And then, yeah, I should have had a second Ancient War finished. And I should have been producing damage upgrade and double sets of Huntresses. Once I get like 5 Huntresses, maybe start putting in some more archers again. And I'd be pretty good. I could get another couple wisps to detonate again. Like overall, I felt like this part so far hadn't gone too bad. I just didn't follow up with enough afterwards.
I stand ready.
Because right here, I should have had my weak units heal and come back. I should have had, like, this should have been a Huntress, and and like 2 more huntresses coming along the way right here or something. So I'd have like 4 huntress, an archer, 2 archers about to, or 3 archers about to heal and come back. And I don't think he could hold versus that.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
And I can't remember if I took Treants or Entangle, but I should have took Treants if I didn't. If I did, well, then maybe I guess. Okay, I think I did take Treants. Yeah, I get a bunch of footy kills here, which is pretty huge. At like not much cost either, just the Treants. And I think now would have been good for me to staff something. Staff one of my heroes to get a bunch of mana and stuff. And then push back in.
I stand ready.
See, I should have had this heal and come back, this heal and come back. And then I should have had like the 3 huntresses from Dual Ancient Wars right now. With Moonglaive upgrade. And I think that would do quite a lot. This archer should have been moved back. He was, this archer was tanking the guard tower for no reason. I lost archers just retreating. Didn't have those huntresses I talked about that I should have. Like if I had the huntresses here, this fight wouldn't be so bad or anything. Maybe wisps would have been nice too, which could have easily been done if I hadn't gone tier 3. And then yeah, from his side, he's already teching castle.
Your building is complete. Research finished.
The lore wasn't very good. I just needed to pressure more. Here I was kind of hoping he'd bring his MK across, but he didn't. And then I lost like multiple archers while retreating. And that's the problem of not having a critical mass of archers, as well as not having huntresses if I want huntresses or whatever. You know, or both, or I need to summon Treants more and sooner as well. I should have got Nature's Blessing for the Treants, and then I can take these fights reasonably well. Just the 2 heroes, Treants, and pressure, and have all those extra huntresses and so on. And then, since I was staying tier 2, I could have maybe produced a couple extra wisps, brought some along with me to Detto. Like right here, you just triple Detto. Should help a lot. But instead, I just lost too much here. I didn't get enough Treants summoned. My Treants don't have Nature's Blessing. And this tech's already finished with Knights coming out.
I stand.
Yeah, the Huntresses would have worked really well because he went dual racks, footman defend. And yeah, that was just kind of the game. Basically, he reached his tier 3 tech. I wasn't able to get enough kills. And his gold paid off. And then the last game kind of sucked. Like honestly, it was close to good.
Your building is
So I tried this new creep route that I practiced a little. I did this a little slow because I wanted to get the detonate here. And it took him a while before he summoned his elemental.
attack.
Yeah, he took a lot of damage. His elemental wasn't tanking. But I was also slow. My treants took a bunch of damage instead of the Ancient of War. Which I don't really know why it does that sometimes. Like sometimes the Ancient War was tanking everything, and then sometimes the treants were tanking half of it. I think it's okay, I guess. Yeah, I should have summoned treants already. I think I do here, but I should have still summoned it a little sooner.
A player's forces are under attack.
Before the archer attacked. Should have had him already summoned. Yeah, I think I summoned him here actually. Then yeah, here the wizard already got like 4 hits off on treants. And the treants that the wizard was attacking were my newly summoned ones. Troll priest was late. Bash, bash, bash. If I got better focus on that, I think it would have been fine. And then right here, I was like, okay, this is fine enough. But then bash, I get like 1 hit out. Bash, 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 and dead. And it was like, oh,
Town is under siege.
well, I guess sometimes they bash a bunch. So I got like 1 hit off and I got bashed 3 times or something. From like little level 3 kobolds and stuff. Yeah, normally I would have been done with this and this like now.
Player's forces are under attack.
And we would have met, you know, right here. Except I would have had 3 archers, 2 mercs, and he has 4 footmen, 1 merc. And we'd both be level 3. We both had claws as well. I wouldn't have lost a wisp. Which I don't know why that wisp even went that path. The wisp should have gone over here into the tavern. But for some reason it went down, which was awkward.
A player's forces are under attack.
This was dumb. I should have just left my units in my base, knowing he was probably going to attack. 3 archer blows. Honestly, I fought this fairly well for how bad my early was. But the problem is my early was just really bad, so it didn't matter. And lost too much.
A player's forces
And then
are under
here,
attack.
at the end, you know, I'm thinking I'm finally going to get him to go away. I guess one of the reasons his push went so well is because his double claws. But also, I TP'd, but it didn't actually go off. Not that it mattered, I think I was too far behind. But, yeah. I feel like that match could have gone well if I didn't get like bashed so much. And if I did better with my treants while creeping. However, that is not how I went, and I just kind of got owned. So, yeah.